If you ever find yourself amazed at the sight of motion picture Hercules when you were a child, then you probably now have a passion for art, ruins of historical ancient cities, and you were probably a nostalgic and troubled kid, but we'll leave that to another day.
I'm currently in the empty station of waiting for my train to get me to the airport, so I'm gonna see you guys there.
Before stepping foot in Athens, I didn't have a clear idea about what to expect, and maybe that's why I had no real plan other than let me be inspired by what was around me. After a long evening spent first on the flight and then on the metro to the center, we woke up in the Greek capital, ready to explore. Good morning. Me and my friend arrived yesterday night around 9 p.m. and we went straight to our room because we were so tired. Now it's 8:30 and we're getting ready because we're heading for breakfast. Without the need to explain further, we dressed for the 25 degrees waiting for us outside, and we'd put our shoes on, ready to walk till we could find a breakfast place. We just sit down, we're about to have breakfast, so we'll let you know what we think. Excited to try the traditional Greek cuisine, I couldn't not take a bowl of Greek yogurt for myself. I was so surprised about the different in taste from the ones I used to eat at home that I forced my friend to try it as well.
Yogurt greco? È come il nostro?
Ma buonissimo.
È come il nostro?
Assaggialo.
È diverso, è più spumoso questo.
Sì. Madò.
Più buono. Sì.
After planning what we could see during the day and the following ones, we made a list of all the places that made us curious and got back to walking. The second amazing thing about Athens, after the yogurt, was definitely the infinite possibilities from where it was possible to see the agora. Looking up, we always had a perfect and clear image of what was waiting for us to be seen. But the art was contained in different parts of the city. Right on Partition Street, on the east part of the city, 3 beautiful buildings were competing for the most surprisingly big and majestic architecture. The downside was that none of them was open to the public, so we only got the chance to see them from the outside. The first one was the National Greek Library, with 2 large staircases and massive neoclassic style. Thanks to the painter Karl Rahl, his decorations form the famous architectural trylogy of Athens. Adding the University of Athens and, above the statue of Plato, the Academy of Athens. Red, gold and marble, united to identify his style and to aim to an ancient form of beauty. Once the sun was right above us, we moved to Syntagma Square, witnessing the changing of the guard in front of the Hellenic Parliament. We walked down the Mall, alongside people coming from any type of country, passing an insane amount of shops, restaurants and bars to get to Monasteriaki. Plaka district was definitely the third enlightenment of the trip. With its traditional restaurants, the rich shops, the music coming from the guitarists along the road.
Quindi che si fa? Quelli che ho scritto, a parte quelli che abbiamo trovato insieme, erano tutti tradizionali. Allora, dentro sembrano brutti, ma il cibo è buono.
After a brainstorming session, we decided to have lunch at Taverna Saita for some real Greek specialties.
Mi ricordo. Ah, che bello! Ti faccio ridere.
We opted for feta baked in the oven with peppers and tomatoes, spicy enough to force me to have it with some bread. The unforgettable tzatziki, and a typical dish with eggplants and cheese, the moussaka. Loved every bite of our meal. We were only estranged by the fact that we had to ask for pita. The first brought common bread, maybe used to tourists asking for it, but later on decided to buy it ourselves to have a full experience. Full and a bit tired, we moved up to the botanical gardens to have a decompressing stroll in the green art of the city. We walked, talked, and expressed our thoughts on what we saw until then. Later on, decided to sit down to wait for the oddest hours of the day to chill down a bit.
Questo laghetto verde ispira proprio pulizia e benessere.
The last stop before getting home was the Acropolis Museum. We didn't got to enter, as we didn't book the visit, and a lot of people were getting in. We stopped to take some picture and quickly moved to the road to get home.
Take a photo in my head. this moment. I never wanna know how it feels.
Later that evening, we prepared to have dinner. Getting ready is always the fun part of the trip, and me and Lydia definitely had stupid things to say and laugh about, so the way to the dinner place was light and warming.
Sei fuori di testa tu. Siamo pronti? Let's go.
Every day that passes, I believe more and more. You're the
We sat down after waiting and hoping for a table, with pork gyros, with fries, and of course another portion of tzatziki. And after establishing that we were in a mood for some drinks, we walked, hoping to be inspired by what we could encounter. We stopped at Noel, not knowing how great and amazing the inside was. We sat down, claiming that the fifth beauty of Athens was the free water and definitely the non-requested popcorns. The waiters were so fun and easygoing, giving our night a real fun and light turn. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.